Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Maz Play. Today we're going to continue all with Athos. Continue to do some exploring and basically pick up where we left off. So as usual, I'm going to limit my talking to just when I'm trying to explain something, but yeah, we're just picking up right where we stopped in episode 1, so I'll be quiet and we'll keep going with the playthrough. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident with fighting these guys now that I have a bow, especially with good headshots. You really get some good criticals on them, so we're gonna use this bow more often, especially on these guys with the maces. They hit pretty hard. So I'll probably only tackle these guys if it's one at a time, but when it's two of them, it's kind of a little bit of a challenge, so I'm just gonna limit myself to where it's just one-on-one. I'm gonna make my way over here to the swamp area with the swamp trees and do a little exploration until the sun comes up so that we can see the different type of dinos and resources that you'll find over here. So already straight ahead I see a Spino fighting a Parasaur, which is kind of odd because a Parasaur shouldn't be able to launch a Spino in the air like that, but hey, they did scale down the Spino a bit because they were twice that size, it seemed like, in the original version before they did the updates. So eventually we're going to try to see if we can take one of those down, but for now let's just do a little bit more exploring in the swamp and keep our head on the swivel, make sure that we don't get surprise attacked. Just got to keep an eye on those Spinos because I'm not quite ready to fight them in the dark, but I am keeping a close eye on them. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna go over here and see what kind of resources I can get, and do a little bit of mining here to see if we can get some iron off of this rock here, and look and see what other resources we can get. And there you go. I don't know if you heard that growl, but that's definitely not a Spino, but Oh, I guess it is. It's a Spino fighting a Parasaur, so we're just gonna make sure we give them some space to duke it out. The Spino killed that Parasaur pretty quick, but we're just gonna keep away from them for now. At least until we get a little bit more light so we can see what's going on. Thought about trying to pop a couple arrows in it to see if I can get some cheap meat out of it, but Parasaur went down so fast it wasn't worth it. So right up here we got some crystal rocks, which are basically raw salt. Once we get past these regular stones, we're gonna go ahead and hit those crystals and get a little bit of raw salt. That's gonna help us with crafting some preserving salt in the future. And I heard a little grunt, so yep. And there's a raptor coming after me, so I'm gonna haul butt out of here because again, I don't want to fight them in the dark. Maybe I'll lead them over here to some herbivores that can help me fight them off until the sun comes up. So I did pop a couple arrows off into the raptor, so I should get some XP off of the kill, even if the herbivores killed it. But at the same time, I'm going to keep the herbivores, the parasaurs, and the trikes between me and the raptor. Hopefully they'll get it trapped and take it out, and I can just claim the meat and hide. And there you go, it's down. Easy peasy. Look like these guys have despawned, so at least they're not going to be blindside attacking me for now. So back to what I was doing before, trying to get some of that raw salt out of the crystals, and I see a parasaur fighting a raptor over there, so at least the raptor's distracted until it kills the parasaur and then chases me down again. We're going to see if we can get a little closer and get some raw salt. And the weather has changed for the worse, so and the raptor just killed it. It doesn't see me yet. If it does, I'm gonna see if I can take it out with a couple of arrows. It might be weak from the fight, but the thunderstorm is making it even more hard to see. you and the raptor. Even though it's dark, you can't see anything except for this campfire. He has 3 dinos trying to attack him while he's trying to hunt me down. So that's a strategy that's been working so far. And there you go, it's down. This thunderstorm is really bad. Can't see anything outside, but hopefully it'll pass so we get some daylight soon. For now, we're just gonna wait it out. Maybe we'll even fight this guy in the dark. See how we do. But if we can't get any, I can't see anything. We're basically fighting blind, so we may have to back off and just throw my torch back on and get out of there. Or fight him by this campfire, like you see. I think it's an archer guy, so maybe I can keep this dino between me and him. See if we can take him out that way. The good thing is just one of them. Oh, never mind, there's 2 of them. So I might have to run away for now and come back. And then you got a raptor coming in to try to help. So yeah, it's just a mess right now, and it's dark. So we'll keep the parasaur between us and the archer, and hopefully that warrior can duke it out with the parasaur and the raptor or whoever, and just doesn't come over here and bother us. And I don't know, this guy might kill the parasaur, even though I'm using the parasaur as a shield. We'll see. Yeah, that was not a very good shield, so let's see if we can go ahead and take this guy out. Got my club out. Looks like his help ran away, so one-on-one, he's not a very good fighter when you're all up in him. So there you go. We should be able to get like some good loot out of him, some arrows or some bows or something. And we got some dead carcasses here too that we can get some decent loot out of. And there's his buddy there at the campfire, so we could probably take him out with a range attack. A couple headshots and he should go down. Hopefully this thunderstorm passes pretty soon so that I can kind of see where I'm going, but we'll go ahead and kite this guy out, see if we can get some headshots and take him down. Nice. There we go. So I should be able to get like a maze and some good loot out of him. And there's the mace. So at this point, we just gotta wait for this thunderstorm to pass so that we can continue exploring the swamp and seeing what else we can find there. Not much more we can do, so I'll just kind of go through my inventory and just kill time till the storm passes. So we gotta keep an eye on that Spino over there. We don't want him coming over and messing up our harvesting. And get some more salt out of here. And these 2 sarcos or whatever alligators are trying to sneak up on me while I'm mining some salt. So we're gonna back off, give them some space. Maybe I'll see if I can kite them back to the base and get some help with some herbivores and taking them out. And got 2 of them, so that should be some pretty decent meat that we're gonna get out of this. So let me just keep kiting them back to the warrior camp, and hopefully we have some trikes over there and stuff that can help us. They're moving pretty slow, so it seems pretty easy to just keep our distance here. We'll see what happens. One down, one to go. I like how they have the different color variations here, so see if we can take that one out. Maybe I can swing by and see if I can swipe some of the hide and meat off of the other one. But before, oh, okay, so they start running a little bit faster if you get a little close to them, so maybe that idea of swiping the meat and hide was probably not a good idea, because now there's some actually running and hitting me. Let me see if I can quickly steal the meat. Nope, it won't let me. Alright, we'll take them back over here to the trees. Maybe we can get them trapped in the trees so we can get an easy kill with the bow and arrow. Or maybe we'll find some trikes over here that can... Okay, there you go. He's stuck. So we're gonna go ahead and speed this up and take him out. There you go. See what kind of meat and hide we get out of these bad boys, because they're pretty big. Okay, 30 and 30. That's pretty good. And this one should be 30 and 30 as well. Oh, 30 and 40. Okay, maybe that one was a little bit higher level than the one I looted the first one I looted. So it has some really good colors on these parasaurs. So now I think I'm gonna see if I can try my luck with a Spino. Now that it's daytime, I can actually see what's going on around me. Just took out 2 sarcos, giant alligator, so I'm gonna see if I can find me a Spino, lead them back to camp and lead them back to those trees, see if I can get them stuck, so I can get some easy hide and some easy meat. Okay, looks like straight ahead I see a Spino and I see a Sarco. I see 2 Spinos, okay. Alright, I think we got their attention, because I think that one's growling at me. Yep, he's coming at me nice and slow, so we're gonna kite him back to that same spot where the trees are. Here we go. See if we can get him stuck and get an easy kill just like we did for the other ones. Luckily, he's not running fast like in some of the other game where they actually run quite fast. Okay, it looks like we got him at the sticking point, so, and he's stuck, so we're gonna speed this up, and there we go. And it looks like out of him, I'm probably gonna get at least 30 and 30. Let's see. No, 70 and 80. So that's really good. It's kind of like on par with what I was getting with the T-Rex. So a good source of meat and hide is those Spinos. And they're everywhere in that swamp, it seems like. Okay, and it looks like we got some blueprint points here too, so definitely gonna look to unlock some more stuff. I do want to get to the point where I'm building with wood. I would like to have that bow. The tannery looks really useful, but I do need to start thinking about a base, a wood base at least, and getting the home built. So I'm gonna decide. Okay, so the doorway took most of my points away. If I can get a wall, that should balance it out. Or even a ceiling would be useful. Yeah, we're gonna go with the tannery. We have so much hide and so much meat, we might as well start turning that into leather. So it looks like the guy and his friend is back, so we're gonna keep our distance because they're kind of a pain when it's two of them there. When it's just one, it's pretty easy. That's one thing we have to keep an eye on is our food and water levels, because that's the easy way to get killed. And we got some free meat and hide here. Go ahead and take advantage of that. But we always want to be eating and drinking and making sure those make sure that food and that water level stays high enough so that we don't get surprise deaths. Unfortunately, there's no T-Rexes respawning over here, but there are plenty of bodies here for some extra meat and hide. Usually this area is where the T-Rex would spawn in, so I'm pretty close to my camp, but since I got some daylight, I think I want to take a look around and see how this surrounding area looks. Maybe set up, figure out where I want to start setting up a house or a little small base other than just a camp. So we're going to take a look over here and see what we can find. That jungle looks pretty dangerous, so I don't think I'm gonna go in there. Now this little lake area looks really nice, but I have to find a flat area to build on. Everything is pretty sloped, but I do like this area. Got plenty of iron over here too, the stones with the black in them. So this area would be nice right here, but it's not big enough. And it's not flat enough, so let's see if we can find a nice flat area, preferably overlooking the lake. This would be perfect, but it doesn't look like it's flat enough for a house. I do like the view though. So maybe as we go up here, we'll find a nice little flat area. These trees look really cool. They didn't look like this in the last update, so they must have did something to change the paint color. It almost looked kind of like a cypress, redwood-like feel. I wonder if the wood's different. No, it's the same as the other tropical palm trees, so there's no difference in wood, but they do look nice. It kind of tells you that you're in a different biome, So for now, we'll just do a little bit of exploring over here. Wow, these trikes have really been putting in work. I see a lot of dead raptors over here. It's free loot for me. Really like the stripes on that trike. It's very colorful. It's really good. And that one's really nice. That's the same one. Oh, there's two of them that are that nice real brown and gold pattern. And we got a nice little water, just like a pond, or oh no, it's actually a river. This wouldn't be too bad to build next to, but like the other place, there's just not a lot of flat areas to build in. Maybe here, this would be pretty flat, but I don't know. We'll have to find a nice flat spot, because last thing I want to do is start building and then get red for where I can't put foundations because it's sloping. So we'll just keep looking around, see if we... Okay, so that's where the river runs into underneath, kind of like a little cave opening. Even having a base up here would be pretty cool, but yeah, I don't know if it'll fit or it'll work with this area not being flat enough. So we'll just kind of keep looking around, see if we get lucky with a nice flat area. Oh, it looks like you got plenty of salt over here, raw salt, so I think I got a couple hundred, so I don't think I need that much for preserving meat, but At least I know there's an area over here for coming to mine some crude salt. So it looks like end of the road over here. Very nice view. Almost looks like some mountains coming up out of the water, but a very nice view. But again, this area is just not flat, so it'd be hard to put a decent base up here if it's so angled like this. Other side of the area here with a nice view of the island in the distance. Clouds look really real. Okay, so it looks like we're just gonna kind of make our way back towards the main camp because I'm not having any luck with finding a nice flat spot to build my wood house at. So we'll keep looking, but for now we're just gonna make our way back to the main campsite and store some of this meat, cook up some of this meat, store some of the leather. And now that I know how to make a tannery, maybe we'll craft that up and start turning this hide into leather. So we'll just make our way back to camp. Look at that sun glow. It's just very nice, very realistic. So we're on the other side of the swamp. Have another campfire here with 3 guys, so definitely not a wise idea to go take those guys on. It's hard enough with 2 guys. So yeah, we're gonna leave these guys alone and try to find a safe path around them back to our camp. Alright, so we're back at the camp and we're gonna get a couple things going. We're gonna cook up some meat. We need to burn some more logs so we can get some ash so we can make clay, and a little bit of housekeeping right now, but for the most part we're going to be cooking up all this raw meat. Most of it is starting to spoil anyway, but that's okay because we're going to end up needing that spoiled meat for other recipes in the future. So for now, we're just going to get organized, get things cooking that need to be cooking, and get things mixed up in the mortar that needs to be mixed up to make new stuff. Okay, so we almost got enough water skins to unlock the alchemical cauldron, but we're one short. So our choices are to make a well and get that third water skin, or to go out hunting for warriors again and hope that they drop a water skin. So we're gonna look and see what our best options are. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and quickly get some wood, and we're just gonna go ahead and build a well. That's probably gonna be a quicker solution than going out and hunting warriors and hoping that they drop a full warrior skin. At least this is a foolproof solution. So first we need obviously enough wood and enough clay so that we can build a well. So that's what we'll be working on that. And hopefully we have enough clay now so that we can build the well, and then that'll lead us to being able to build the alchemical pot. Okay, so we're gonna get our tannery and our well set up, and once our well gets making the water skins, we're gonna go ahead and get that alchemical cauldron set up as well, so that we can continue making new recipes. So we'll start off with the tannery, since I got plenty of hide that needs to be turned into leather, and that's gonna give me a boost in XP every time I craft a piece of leather. And now we're gonna go ahead and put the well down so that we can get some water skins and make the cauldron. And there we have it. We have enough to make the alchemical cauldron. So we're gonna go ahead and get that set up. And that's probably going to be the last thing we do in this video as we get that set up. And at this point, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. And maybe in the next one, we'll continue on with seeing what kind of things we can make with the cauldron. And maybe even look to starting to do some taming for especially some of these triceratops, because they hit pretty hard. So yep, hope to see you in the next video where we take on taming. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.